punch back. You guys down 15-0. Mm-hmm. I know it's a loss, but how important was that punch back for you?
Well, I mean, I think that it's something that you have to build on, but it's also something that we have done all year long. We dig ourselves a hole. We tend to only play when we're desperate. And if we could figure out how to start the game and continue to be, I guess, basically compete for the 4 quarters. I don't think we compete at times. But, yeah, I mean, it shows a lot about the kids that they don't quit. We never quit tonight. I mean, regardless of the score, they don't quit. We just have such a small margin of error that we can't afford to have bad 5-6 minute stretches, and that's what we do. We have the stretches that put us down too far and that we can fight back, but we never can get back over the hump.
Offensively, specifically during the second half, you guys were shooting the ball fairly well. What was it about UT Martin's offense that was really giving you trouble to defend it?
Well, I mean, we talked all through the scout about the threes. We wanted to contain the threes. We didn't even care if we gave up easy 2s at times. We just wanted to defend the 3. Well, you can talk about it all you want in scout. You can go over it in practice, and you can go over it and walk through. But if we're not willing to get out and guard the 3, and that's the difference in, I'd say, teams like that and us. When kids are open on other teams, they make shots. They're what I call makers. They're not just shooters. And a lot of the times we're shooters. We don't make those shots. But you know going in that those kids are going to make shots. You got to defend them. And I don't know if it's a lack of effort or a lack of understanding defensively on the game plan. I'm not sure, but we just let them get open. I mean, you're not going to beat a team you give up 13 threes because we can't score the basketball well enough. And we talked before the game, if the score gets over 70, they're going to win the game. Well, they almost scored 100 points. So at some point there's got to be a little bit more pride defensively.
2 stats that look just from positive, just looking on the stat sheet: good free throw shooting from you guys and even battle and rebounds. Clean up some of those other things. You feel like it's coming along?
Yeah, I mean, I do think we're better. I think if you ask most people from the beginning of the season to now that we're better, and our kids compete and we do some good things. So, I mean, there's a lot of positive. We have some kids on our team that compete no matter what, and I really appreciate them, and I really like their fight. But we still have some that are still in the this is how it's always been mode, and that's the mode we've tried to break. But when you're only been here as long as we have, we understand that winning is a habit, and we understand that you're not born a winner or a loser. You are what you make yourself to be, but you kind of are what you are. And we haven't found a way to get through to these kids to teach them how to win. Yeah. We feel like that we've talked about the traits, and we've shown them the traits, and we've shown them this is what good basketball looks like. But it is a culture. Winning is also a culture, and we just haven't gotten there. Now, I think we're going to go on the road next week, and if we play well and we could pull out a good win, again, that's contagious. So we're not going to quit. We're not going to give up. We're going to go right back to the drawing board, and we're going to be ready on Thursday.
The game.
Everybody's rolling?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The game obviously didn't start the way that you guys wanted it to. What was the message in the huddle after that 15-0 to force that comeback in the first quarter?
Just intensity, basically. Normally when our games, we get down, and it's the first punch that wake us up, and we start playing hard. So we just got to learn not to take the first punch first and to come right out the beginning playing hard.
Did UT Martin's press there in the second half, I know that you guys had a few turnovers, but it got really up and down at that point. Did their press really bother you guys, at least in your eyes?
I think we were panicking. We were just used to them of the first half, just running the half court. That's what we prepared for, the half court press. And so we're pretty good getting past teams on their press, but we were just panicking a little bit.
From an offensive standpoint, you guys were able to put up about 48% from the field. Really were able to attack the basket, including a career high from you. But what made their offense so tough to guard? Was it the fact they were able to spread the ball out, or what was it in your eyes?
Basically because they had a lot of really good shooters on their team. Coming out, getting in the right position against them, coming out with your hands high, is running from different positions on the court. It's kind of tough because, yeah, like you said, they spread the court out a lot. And basically that's what they had the edge on us tonight.